So when we talk about identify, we're talking about identifying goals and groups. So let's talk about goals real fast. Two things have to happen. We have to quantify them and we have to purify them. What do we mean by that? We all know what quantify means, just standard marketing goals. However, we can't just whiteboard them. A lot of people just whiteboard them. That's called a wish list. We don't think that has any value in a disciplined approach to marketing. So that's why we like to bring in the second component where we have to purify our goals. We have to look at them and test them and really have hard conversations about whether they are attainable, whether we have the resources to get to them or whatnot. We have to have a more complex conversation about goals than to just say we want to gain 10% market share. The other thing we have to identify is we have to identify groups. Two types of groups. We have to identify the external group and the target market we're reaching, but almost more importantly, in our experience, you have to identify the internal groups for two reasons. To help us, because they have a lot of intellectual power in those groups, whether it's R&D, whether it's the sales folks, whether it's upper management, they have input. The dark side of that, they can also torpedo our marketing initiatives somewhere down the road because they weren't brought on early on. We didn't get their buy-in or their input for campaigns. So identifying goals and groups comes down to this. As far as goals, they are not a wish list. We have to have a disciplined, far more collaborative approach to establishing those. And groups, we have to look at not just the people we're going to talk to, but we have to get input from the internal team so we can have cohesive success throughout the year.